Babe, Van? He asked again, as he turned around and began rifling through papers. Yeah, I answered to his back. It was a back. I'd seen lots of them. Backs were backs, right? Yeah, no. This was a back. Broad shoulders, and what I was sure were a lot of muscles somehow visible through his dark gray t-shirt. I'd never thought of backs as anything, but this was a good one. They do the paperwork with you? He asked, turning back around with a stack of papers. I mumbled. They hadn't. I knew they hadn't. My brain fully acknowledged no paperwork had been done with me. Getting my mouth to communicate that, however, was not happening. Not once my eyes saw his front. I liked his back, but I liked his front a whole hell of a lot more. So much more, in fact, I couldn't say the word no about some simple paperwork. There's a whole lot of other things I wouldn't say no to either. Facing away and bent over, I'd noticed he was tall. Straightened up, though, I saw he wasn't just tall. He was tall. As in, very. At 5'4", I was used to looking up at people, since he was at least a foot taller than me. I could develop a serious crick in my neck from craning my head to look up at him. It was a sacrifice I was more than willing to make. Because, along with being tall and built, he was hot. Beyond hot. I don't think there's a word to describe what he was. Scorching, maybe, if the heat I was feeling was any indication. His damp, dark blonde hair was pulled into a messy knot at the back of his head. It wasn't very long, probably only around shoulder length. Since he looked to be in his early 30s, his face had long ago lost any boyishness. Amazing bone structure and hard angles came together in an almost beautiful way if he weren't so overwhelmingly masculine. His strong jaw was covered in at least a few days' worth of stubble. Scruffy stubble that should have screamed, "I need a shave." Instead, it beckoned, "Run your fingers over me." I clenched my fists, fighting the urge to do just that. The thing that seemed to cut off communication between my brain and my mouth, though, were his eyes. Vibrant green eyes, lined with thick, long lashes. Sexy as hell, they left me mumbling like I didn't have a brain. Get it together. So he's tall and hot, with those green eyes and those muscles and... Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, get it together.